Hello to all my fellow Zimbabweans around the world in UK and all of that. I'm reporting live from UK. I'm not reporting, but just going to be talking. So, current situation right now. About 2 hours ago, Mugabe was apparently going to come forward and say he's going to resign. But plot twist, he hasn't actually resigned and he's still president. The last few days have been absolutely hectic. I've never seen so much coverage of Zimbabwe, and I was like, okay, this is finally the moment that's gonna change history. Mugabe is gonna leave after 30 years, gonna gracefully step down and say, okay, people, I've done enough. But it's not quite happened like that. It's a very tough situation. I always thought in the back of my head, even if this situation does come to this, even with Manangangwa coming in, going with the soldier generals and all of that kind of stuff, that it's not going to be easy. This guy's been there for so long. When power has grappled you, you're not going to just leave it, are you? It's just like having a wife. Like someone tells you you're going to leave her, you're not just going to leave. But yeah, it's crazy. Zimbabweans all over the world, yesterday, even the last few days, here in the UK and London, they were all outside the embassy and they were, celebrating that this is probably the time change is going to come. But as you would expect, Mugabe is still there. So this week it's going to be very interesting to see what actually happens. We'll talk about freedom, we'll talk about poverty, we'll talk about people's livelihoods, jobs, politics affects everything. Some of you guys probably haven't been to Zimbabwe who are watching this, but you'll really understand if you go there what people are actually going through, because sometimes if you read it online you might think, oh, people are just exaggerating, or maybe they just want him out and they don't like him. But it's very, very tough for people who actually live there. We've got family, I have family there as well. It's a very, very tricky situation. Someone who's been there for such a long time, he's not just going to leave just like that. But I'm just hoping this situation will be resolved very soon. I mean, they're going to be having their own situation in ZANU-PF in December. But people are celebrating already, but he hasn't left, guys. He's still there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know, do you think this is going to be a situation where it's going to be, I don't know, the army will have to physically take him out, or, is it just going to drag on and drag on? Because I remember last year there was protest, people not going to work and stuff like that last summer 2016, but Mugabe is still there. So as we can see, it's one of those situations which is going to drag on for a little while. So yeah, it'll be interesting to hear what you guys think about the whole situation in Zimbabwe as well. Sekuru Bob is still there and he ain't going anywhere. But the question I'm wondering is, I'm very skeptical, because if someone from from ZANU-PF continues and takes over, and we're not just going to have the same style of leadership that's going to be there, because once you get power, you can literally do anything that you want and affect so many people, millions and millions of people. It's so bad to the point that so many people from Zimbabwe are now moving to other countries. There's reportedly about 4 million Zimbabweans who live in South Africa. 4 million who don't even live in their own country because of the dire situation. So who would potentially take over? I mean, it has to be someone who understands the history, who's lived in Zimbabwe. It can't just get someone from abroad to just come in and swoop and take over and people are going to believe him. They're going to want someone who's genuine, who knows the struggles of Zimbabwe, and who wants someone who's going to be there for the people and restore the economic situation, because it affects a lot of things, whether it be the roads getting fixed, because the money's only put on the roads that leads to the president's house, to the president's office. If you've ever been to Zimbabwe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, people's jobs, the banks have absolutely no money. Well, they do, but people have to queue up for such a long time because it's very limited. So yeah, there's so many elements to this. I would be here all day. But also it's very important to look at the history over the past 37 years or so, of how it got to this stage, and people are tired. It feels like they're not fearing anymore because the army is on their side. But Mugabe is not just going to stand down just like that. So let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment in the section below, because it's very, very interested, and hopefully this situation will get resolved in a very, very near future. And of course, the elections are next year as well, so who knows what's going to happen? Is someone going to come through and make a difference? I'm just hoping it's not going to be the same situation, because we see the same situation repeatedly in other African countries. Let's look at Gaddafi, let's look at Iraq with Saddam Hussein. They had to be taken off the throne physically, like killed sort of thing. We don't want to get to that stage. We would have thought someone with business maturity, who's been there for such a long time, who's got decency just to leave and say, guys, I've had enough. But it's not looking like that. He's written a very clever speech, and yeah, he ain't going nowhere. So all my Zimbabweans, stay strong. Hopefully the situation will get resolved very, very soon. I mean, I don't know the full details of it, but I'd love to hear your opinion, what you think is going to happen, because I'm really praying that something good happens at the end of this. Everyone's got family who are either there or you're there yourself. Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, peace out. Bamberine, definitely not Zambia, but you know what I mean. See you guys.